1950s vintage camper and I are so much alike that sometimes I wonder if we're not one. I wonder why people's heads don't turn when I walk down the street, thinking that I am a walking, talking, breathing vintage camper. My name is Bybee, and when pondering about what to compare myself to, I immediately thought of my 1950s vintage Yellowstone camper, whose name is My Old Blue Chair. She's not young, she's old. Her tires have traveled all across this great nation. Her worn tires have traveled up to the raging waters of Niagara Falls, down the East Coast, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Her tires have traveled up to the tall grass prairies of Kansas and over through the open ranges of Wyoming, down to the deserts in Texas and the swamplands in Louisiana. This past summer, her tires traveled over 10,000 miles. And occasionally, every year or so, her tires need to be changed out. A well-deserved refresher. Her aluminum exterior shines brightly when cleaned. Her aluminum exterior shows not only what she's made of, but also shows what's hanging out with her. It can be said that you are who you hang out with. Occasionally, her exterior needs to be washed down. It has collected scrapes and dirt over her travels, and occasionally, she'll need a detailed buff to shine very brightly. When pulling into a campground, everyone takes notice. She has an awesome awning. The awning hangs over and protects her family from the rain and the sun, the wind, all kinds of things that may blow through. Her interior is made of birch wood, the prettiest part of all. The birch wood invites you to come in and sit down and stay a while. Have coffee. Let's make some breakfast. Her interior has heard all kinds of stories throughout her life, hardships and happiness, making one whole, complete her. My 1950s vintage camper and I, sometimes so blended that we are one. It's hard to tell. I am a 1950s vintage camper. I am me.